Hello, Hydroneers, and welcome back to Midnightrice. So I got a lot done since the last episode, so I'll run you through it really quick, and then I'll outline our new battle plan. So I made us a little shack to live in, but the bed it's too small for the bed, so the bed's got to be outside. So we got a house with a roof. So hey, progress. I'm not sure how much I showed in the last episode of this. This was our new system. I made a second pipe here. We need the pipes eventually anyway, and I was doing the drip bucket here to get the bigger gems. Got a lot mined out of this area here. Piece of crap. So I was feeding the buckets in there and then sorting out. It was such a pain sorting the gold out. I kept shooting it. Do not dump a full bucket of nuggets because it just ricochets all over the map, and I had to use the magnetic wand. Another thing about the magnetic wand, I set it down. It must have been too close to a bucket, and it rocketed out into the atmosphere somewhere. I searched the entire map on this side, and I cannot find it, so I had to go buy another one. So that put us behind. So we have like 300 credits left in the tractor right now, and I like this. I bought the scale here, and I really like this because it gives you kind of a base idea how much you got. So our 2 pieces of iron, our 2 pieces of gold is about 1546 before we turn it into something awesome. And I did expand our little work platform a little bit, so we are making some progress. So let's get these changed into some stuff. I got some big gems now. Look at that. Oh, look at that one right there. Boom. I'm going to try to make the necklace, I think. And hopefully that'll give us a good chunk of change. So we need 2 bars of gold and 1 gigantic sapphire. Still, I tell you what, I wanted to get to the point where I was kind of like, this is kind of getting boring, but it's not yet because I'm really excited trying to get automated and how much money we're going to make after we automate. But I'm talking away, and that stuff's going to be cool. And give it to daddy. Nice. All right, so we got that. We'll put that in the truck, and then we're just going to use the iron to make a sword or something. You really don't get a lot for the iron. A little disappointing, but it's iron. What do you expect? Burp. All right, so we heat those up. Let's change it over to something that takes 2. We'll do the axe. There we go. Boop. So this was quite a few cleanouts, to be honest. So once I automate, I think it'll be a lot faster. That's not okay. Are you kidding me again? Hopefully it's over here. Is it over here? This was like the spot where everything was going. Okay, so that is starting to get a little bit annoying. I'm glad I didn't do it with the necklace, but that's maybe it's because this is too close or something. This is what set it off the last time, set one flying. So maybe you just can't have that stuff that close to that. Oh well. All right. Well, let's take what we got, and hopefully we get a buttload for that necklace because it's all we got left. It's like I said, that happened with that staff, and I almost lost it because that was a 900 credit staff. I'm sure there's somewhere. Things tend to float back down in the map somewhere, but it's just the fact of looking for it is just getting a little bit more than I want to deal with. Still having fun. So that shows a good game there. If it's got a crazy glitch like that where things disappear and you still want to keep playing. Ooh, look at that. That is a good chunk of, I like how it stacks up like that. That's a pretty neat feature. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down there. I need to start automating, so we're at least going to start buying the parts. I do want a separator because it is tedious picking through every nugget. I did do an experiment. I put some gold and some iron in the same smelter to see maybe it would pour out both bars, but it doesn't. You just lose one. It kind of randomly chooses which one to do, and that was kind of it. So luckily, I only did it with a handful of gold and iron. So I got a separator, and that's going to go to different conveyors. So how does that work? Okay, so it only separates one resource at a time, and I think that's fine. We'll deal with that because we can just keep loading on there. Because right now it's hard picking through the gold and the iron when I go to smelt since you can't put them together. So we got a separator. We're gonna get a couple conveyors because I don't know how to use these yet. So how are we doing? 500. No, we might be able to get everything we need. Get another conveyor. Please don't shoot off the map. Oh, Jesus. And we'll get that. Where are we at there? All right, we'll get that. How does that put us? Oh, we still got plenty. All right, let's keep going then, because the grinder is going to grind it up smaller, and want to drop it into that. We're gonna have to rebuild everything, but that's fine. We'll get on that. So let's get a funnel or two. I don't want to get too much going here. There's a lot more parts than I thought we were gonna be able to do. All right, so we still got 800. So let's load all what we can into the truck and take it. Well, so we are back. Lots changed. I have blown through so much money I don't even want to talk about it. I'll show you what I've come up with. I think I did it right, but yeah, I don't even want to talk about how much money I just spent for all this and how many times I had to move stuff around. So you can see the claim has changed quite a bit. I tried to give myself two options because I'm not sure which one's working the best, but I'll show you what I came up with. So we fill up our buckets. I'm sorry if that's kind of loud. It is loud in my ear. All right, so we dump our bucket here. That thing grinds it up into small enough manageable pieces. We'll ride it up. And dumps it up here. I think I did it right. So it spits it out through the little doojobby just like before. It goes into this separator here. And then all the gold goes here. Mind you, I'm going to say this now. I know there's probably a reason for it or whatever, but I do not like the fact that all the water pipes come out the end of the conveyors. It kind of made it hard to figure out how to get this all hooked up, but we managed, so we're okay. All of our leftover regular stuff comes out over here. I feel like we're getting less now, but it could just be me. And that thing is so loud. I am sorry. So that's the plan. So now at least our gold is separated. Because I was having a hell of a time. Like, I'd do a bunch of runs. And I'd have like this big pile of stuff I had to sort through. And as you know, if you put it all in one of these little tubs here and you go to flip it out on the ground to sort it, it shoots it everywhere. I probably still have gold up in the woods and stuff. We did end up with some leftover parts, but I think we can turn those into scrap metal and sell them. I was being stupid. I didn't look at those hammer drills. I wasn't sure how they worked or anything like that. And I figured, oh, we'll just add one to the end here and see how it works. Look at that. It's just like in half an hour or so, we're just cranking gold out. I mean, I got another one getting ready to be smelted too. So this basically bangs down. I had to put a block down and then put it on top of it and then put the block. I'm not sure. I've been shoveling dirt back underneath it. I'm not sure if it actually digs out a cavern underneath or not, or how that works. I haven't ran it long enough to find out. But I was so excited about it that I think what we're going to do is, and it might be pushing our system too far, is we're going to take how much money we got and see if we have enough. We're going to get rid of these blocks right here, at least that one right there. And we're going to do another one of these conveyor systems up to the top. And then we are going to try to do it from both sides, I think. Imagine how much we're going to crank out that. I don't think it's going to work, but this will alleviate the bucket issue, and I can just hand pan for larger gemstones while this thing is running. But I let it run for about 20-30 minutes, kind of keep an eye on it. Nothing's broke, knock on wood, but I definitely am excited about what we figured out here. So I'm going to take what we got smelted up. I'm going to sell. I might just sell that bucket straight out of the iron. Just take it up there and sell it. Just get a little bit of extra cash. I know that's pretty dumb, but we got plenty of gemstones right now. And I'm just excited just to try this out. And I think hopefully it doesn't clog it up or go too crazy. I had to build a little cage around this because the gold nuggets were shooting over by the tractor there occasionally when I was hand feeding it. Yeah, so that's where we're at. All right, now that we've done a bunch of experimenting and more spending, I was having problems with clumping of the dirt at the top here because it like bangs into each other. Whoa, fall into the grinder. So what I did was I added this corrugated metal, and it seems to be keeping it on track. For some reason, this one side over here, see, they're balling up right there. I don't know what's the difference between that one and that one. I have it set up exactly the same, but it will say occasionally it pushes itself through, but... Okay, and also an update on the whole breakage thing. Yeah, I had to put water filters on because all my machines started breaking, so that is definitely a thing. I didn't find a workaround around that, so I just went and bought out 2 boxes of the spanner wrenches and just keep fixing. Those water filters go a lot. So everything's got a water filter on it. See, I don't know why that's doing that. I have it set up exactly the same, and that side has no problem, this side does. But I had to take the funnel out because it just kept clumping up in the funnel, so that wasn't doing us any good. I might try to put it back now that we got smaller pieces and see. I don't know if that helps it or not. I think that's just going to cause it to clump again. But I'm pretty proud of what we came up with. I think we did a good. We did some good. Alright, so maybe that is helping. I mean, we're not losing as much dirt, maybe? It was clumping in there. Oh, like that. See, every once in a while we get a big chunk. That's why I took that out of there. So I gotta go back and feed it back through the system again. I don't know how to... I'm gonna have to kind of play around with it and try to figure out... See that? I might have to take that out of there. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to take that out of there. I had it on there for a reason, but then when those big clumps hit the top like that, like right here, it'll still, see, it'll still do it now because it drops. So I think we're just gonna leave it the way it is. So yeah, pretty proud of ourselves, and that's gonna be probably it for a while. I'm gonna do some major grinding here. I did rearrange some of the stuff down there. Look how much gold we got now, and iron. So yeah, I could put one more separator on there to get rid of the gemstones versus the little shiny stones for the water pump, but I think we're going to call it perfect. I think as far as I know, I think it's punching holes underneath. So I'm just going to have to keep on digging down and shoveling dirt in. I think it's digging like a cavern. I was wondering how it's going to consume dirt. But over here it looks like, if I can see down in there, it looks like it's digging out a cavern underneath. Because originally the second side wasn't spitting any dirt out. I had to shovel underneath it and then push a bunch of dirt in there. So now it seems to be working pretty good. I say, is it stop spitting out dirt? Is it? Okay, there it goes. See, it keeps holding up there. I don't know why this one side is having trouble. I don't know. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. See, it's even having problems with the conveyor too. It's like the side's cursed. Get up there. So how do I do that? I don't know what that did. Should that like speed it up or something? Oh no, that shut it off. Okay. I don't know what I just did there. I turned a knob. Alright, so and thanks for joining us. Make sure you give some love to the developer and love to us. And if you enjoy the series and want to keep going with it, just let me know. I think we've kind of reached a pinnacle stage. We're pretty automated. I think what I'm going to do now is save up for one of the bigger claims and maybe repeat the same process. But we got so much dirt here to do yet. So I'll come up with something. Maybe we'll run a third line coming across. Really feed into this thing. So, alright, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.